Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Idellina with student number 19202058, and now I will presentation about the result analysis of interpreting process that we have choose. The video that we analyze show the example of simultaneous interpreting. This video contains about and sexual violence in conflict. After we watch the video, here are the results of our analysis. The first is the perception procedure. There are mainly two ways for the interpreter to perceive the message. One is auditory perception and the other is visual perception. In the video, the interpreter receives a message from the speaker and immediately interprets it properly. It includes the process of auditory perception.
Adalah mitos bahwa pemerkosaan adalah bagian dari konflik yang tak terhindarkan. Tidak ada yang tak terhindarkan.
Second is the decoding process. Deciphering the message is how the recipient can understand and interpret the message. It is the process of interpreting and translating coded information into understandable form. The recipient tries to reconstruct the idea by giving meaning to symbol and by interpreting the message as a whole when receiving message from other parties. In this video, decoding memorize is used because the interpreting process is a simultaneous type, which does not use recording but memory. And the third is the encoding process. This procedure includes the activation of the target language element found in the long-term memory, as well as synthetic and semantic word processing and word string processing according to the TL synthetic and semantic information stored in long-term memory. The encoding process on the video is at minute 2:32. The speaker slightly reduced the tempo in his delivery when he speaks the feel above the low because the low rarely touch them, which means they feel above the low because the low rarely touch them, and the speaker clap their hands. The applause is the encoding process.
Dan kejahatan ini akan terus menghancurkan kehidupan jutaan orang. Suatu saat kita menjadikan KTT ini sebagai titik balik bagi kita bisa. Kita harus mengirim pesan ke seluruh dunia bahwa tidak ada aib untuk menjadi korban kekerasan seksual.
And the last is the expressing process. Expression is the terminal procedure in the process of interpretation. Although sound and effective expression can only be realized on the basis of successful fulfillment on the first four procedures, expression itself directly influences the final output and the result thus of great significance. Pronunciation in translating is also quite clear and constant, as in the minute 0:28 to 0:36, the translator voice is quite smooth and dexterous in his delivery, especially with a voice that is loud enough to be heard by the audience.
Beri ketidaktahuan dan kegagasan bahwa pemerkosaan ada hubungannya dengan impuls.
And think that's enough from me. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.